As of right now, you're not allowed to take in children into the mall, so we won't be taking Liam with Mama. And I was also informed for the first time being here, for the very first time, that we're not allowed to record video. So I don't know if that has anything to do with the coronavirus. I don't know. But it's kind of it's not really, I don't know. This whole virus has got everybody pretty well shaken up right now, and all these rules are coming up with. I understand it's for the safety, and I agree with the no children in the mall allowed. I agree with that. So that's why me and little Liam here, we're outside hanging in the cool area. There's little Liam. We're just hanging out here waiting for his mom. Yeah, let's see if we can't take a little peek around the corner and see what's going on. So you got the guards there, not allowed to record. Wiping everything down with a cord. And here he comes. We have behind me, you got Dunkin' Donuts is closed. This is Gentleman's closed. You can see inside, I don't know. So it's all closed up in there. This is one of the places that we like to eat or get cold drinks. It's closed up. Me and little Liam here. Now, if you're probably wondering what this is, Liam has a problem of running off. So we got this. This is actually a wire in here. This keeps him from running off. Give me your hand. Yeah. Come on. Because when he takes off running, he really doesn't listen. And he runs really fast. So we bought this. And where you going, buddy? So here's another one. This is Chick-fil-A. They're closed too. Everything is closed. And Chow King. I don't know if we can get a view of this. Yeah, Chow King is gone. Yeah, they're all closed up. Everything is closed. And again, they won't even allow children into the mall, which again, I understand that. So let's head back the other way. So we're just walking here in the shade. Let's just keep walking, wait for Mama. Okay, so here we are, and we are on lockdown here in the Philippines in Consolacion Cebu, and it's a little scary right now. We don't like going, me and Ann and Liam, we don't go out now unless we absolutely have to. It's not suggested that people go out. As you will see, I have some footage here. Sorry about that. We have some footage here. We went to the mall to try to get some copies made and buy some food. And when we got to the mall, we were stopped at the entrance because starting yesterday, there's a 24-hour no-go for seniors, and anyone under the age of 18, they're no longer allowed in the malls. So, which I understand that, and I can respect that. I got no problem with that. You know, you follow the rules no matter what country you're in, because it's doing it for your benefit. It's not doing it just to be, you know, mean or whatever people want to say. So me and Liam, we just kind of hung out outside, away from other people. We're in the shade where it was a little bit cooler. So that was it. I got that a little bit of video of doing that. Other than that, we didn't go anywhere else because, well, you really can't go anywhere else. Everything is closed. The malls are closed. All recreational spots are closed. The only things that are open now here are hospitals, doctors. There are some restaurants that are open, but they only deliver food. So, which is okay. I mean, we usually eat home. I love Ann's cooking, as everybody knows. Now, there are some rules that went into effect yesterday, and I'm going to fill you in on some of those rules. Okay, so let me see if I can do this without messing this up here. Cebu City would impose a curfew and undergo a community quarantine from March 16 to April 14th, 2020 to combat the spread of the virus. It said under Mayor Labella's Executive Order number 52, which was signed Sunday, A curfew from 8 p.m. to 5 p.m. will be enforced. Malls, recreational establishments, community centers, and other commercial areas would only be allowed to remain till 8 p.m. And that's it. Medical centers, pharmacies, and healthcare establishments were exempted from this rule. So those are open as long as they're supposed to be, so you can get what you need, and the care you need. Now they said it very clearly here, no one should be in the malls, community centers, commercial areas, and other public areas if they do not have an important transaction or business or otherwise. All mass gatherings such as concerts and fiestas and likewise canceled or postponed. Meanwhile, under Cebu City's state of general community quarantine, residents would only be allowed to leave their homes to go to work, buy food, medicines, or other necessary supplies, and to go to medical centers. Classes in all levels, both public and private, are also suspended until April 14. All educational institutions are to implement distance learning, provide home assignments and projects to all students to continue the fulfillment of their educational requirements. Government work would not be disrupted, but agencies were urged to adopt alternative work arrangements, mostly work at home. So that's what they're doing in America also, from my understanding. My niece is now working from home. She got to take her computer home. She works for, I believe, Walmart. Okay. Seaports. Seaports within the jurisdiction of Cebu City would also be closed. Passenger arrivals are closed to all passenger arrivals. None. No planes in, no planes out, no boats, ships, nothing. But cargo deliveries of essential goods are still open, so they can bring food and medical supplies, stuff like that. Public transportation with the city still be allowed, but passengers must be 1 seat apart from one another, and occupancy should not exceed half the capacity of the vehicle, including the driver. Now they take this seriously, because here about a week ago on the television, local news station, they actually arrested a bunch of people on one of these jeepneys and arrested them and fined them big time. There are now health checkpoints will be installed in all entry points to Cebu City. While the barangay, which is like a neighborhood, if you want to call it, it's a big neighborhood for you and me, they must conduct house-to-house monitoring. Now, we haven't had anyone here at this house yet. That doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Monitoring of individuals, especially pregnant women, sick individuals, senior citizens, and children under the age of 10. So that right there is the update as far as the news centers go for this new virus, which is now spreading here like crazy. And when we go someplace, and now we each of us carry a spray bottle of 70% alcohol, and she also carries a disinfectant that you buy for a germ, or what do you call that? And they do now limit, when you go to the store, you can only buy 2 bottles of disinfectant or alcohol. Canned goods now, or at our grocery store, are limited to 5. Like a lot of people eat sardines here, so the big canned sardines, they're only limited to 5. Pretty much everything has got a limit on it now at the stores, because people are being stupid and hoarding food. It's a waste of time to hoard food. They made it very clear they're going to be still stocking the shelves. Don't make it worse for everybody. I mean, this is ridiculous. There's not going to be a shortage of food. They're still bringing food in. Food's still being delivered to the stores are still being stocked, and they're keeping them open. But people want to be ignorant, and they want to go and hoard this food. I mean, I watched on television, somebody was in a fist fight in an aisle over toilet paper. People need to calm down. This is serious, but they need to realize that they're not going to run out of food, and they're doing the best that they can. Hopefully that these tests they've been doing for these vaccines will hopefully in the next few months will actually be available to people, so people can actually get back to somewhat of a normal life. This is ridiculous what the world is going through, and we're all a part of it, and we all have to do our part. So, my advice to everyone is, if you don't have to go out, don't. If you have teenage kids or young adults who think that they're completely immune to this virus, okay, fine, let them think that, but you need to tell them that they can still catch it and bring it home to someone who is not immune to it. And that's what's happening. A lot of these kids are doing that. That's one of the reasons why they shut down the beaches here, because kids kept going to the beaches. People kept going, and I was dumb. Last week I went to the beach, and I admit that I did not know they were closing the beaches until we got all the way up there. So now that we know, we only go out when we have to. So with that said, that is our local, that's our a little catch up from what's going on here in this household. It's a beautiful day. Summer is here. It is hot. It's very, very hot. I was going to do this recording outside underneath the awning. Our new awning finally came through Lazada, which only cost $4 for a new tarp or a fitted Velcro on tarp out there. And I wanted a blue one, but all they had in stock were the red ones. So I said, okay. So we have a red roof on our apartment anyway, so it matches. But the funny thing is when you get out underneath that, the sun's directly on you, everything underneath it turns pink, bright pink. And it's funny. It looks like we painted our bamboo furniture out there. It looks like we actually painted it soft pastel pink. So I didn't record out there. I can't think of anything else really going on. I mean, it's pretty boring here. It's quiet right now for us, thank God. We did have a little scare about a week and a half ago. Liam got himself a fever, and it was a pretty significant fever, and it lasted about a day and a half. It got up to 102, and we were scared, but it didn't stay there. It only stayed there for a few hours. It came back down. Don't know what caused it. To this moment, we don't know what caused it. He's doing fine now. He eats like a horse. He's playing. He's all back to normal. We check him regularly for fevers, and so he's okay, but it still gave us a scare. We don't let him touch walls. We don't let him touch anything when we go out. But with that said, again, everybody here is healthy. Everybody's doing well. I'm going to go ahead and end this. Now, I do have some footage of our local area out here. Oh, before I go, on my last video, if you happen to go back and check out our last video, you'll see the drone footage was a little bit of just kind of like this. It looked like it wasn't smooth when you seen a thing. It was a little bit choppy, and I couldn't figure out what was going on with that. Well, come to find out, my editing tool, which I bought back in like 2015, when I upgrade it, what happens is you automatically get an upgrade. So I'm on version number 9 now, and it's crap. So what I did was I downgraded back down to the 8.7 version, ran the same footage from the last trip through there, and whammo, it was smooth sailing. So I had some footage here of our barong guy. I'm going to put that on this video here, and if you want to check out how smooth everything slides through the thing, through the camera, you can go back and check out our last video, and you'll know what I'm talking about, and you'll see the big difference. So I'm going to wrap this up and call it a day. Don't forget to subscribe Leave a thumbs up, thumbs down, and leave any comments. We appreciate them. I guess we'll see you on our next Philippine adventure. Bye-bye.